you, Menendez. The rain stopped, I think, just in time for you to come. It's good to see you this morning. Okay, so Alicia, 42% of these new members of Congress are affiliated with the Tea Party. Are they the ones to watch?
I definitely think they are an interesting story to watch. They came in on a mandate to change the way things in Washington work, to definitely confront leaders of their party who may have strayed from some core conservative principles. But, you know, the funny thing is these people haven't even unpacked their bags yet. They're just getting to learn where the bathrooms are, where their offices are. I don't know that any of them are going to be making news just yet.
Is there an argument to be made, Frank, that they've already changed Washington? I mean, 100 new faces here. That's huge. A quarter of the people here are going to still be looking for staff members, bathrooms, all that.
I think you're right, Chris. They already have had an impact. As you know, Republicans are going to vote on a rule that at least Republicans are not going to pursue earmarks anymore. That directly comes from these new freshmen. But we are at the very early stages here. I mean, there's so much more to do. Every one of these members were elected on a promise to rein in federal spending. This is the #1 issue facing our country. We have to make some deep reductions in spending all across the board, and I think these members are going to be leading that effort.
Okay, Republican leaders are talking right now on the Hill. Let's listen in for just a second.
The questions are already.
McConnell just mentioned that she is going to go beyond votes in particular caucus and try to push votes on the floor of the Senate to ban.
Yeah, I believe Senator Coburn is indicating he's already going to do that, and I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Well, yeah, I addressed that issue yesterday.
Senator McConnell,
if the conference adopts the earmark ban, does that mean Republicans will block any appropriations?
We're going to discuss that issue this afternoon, and I addressed it yesterday.
Senator McConnell, can you talk about the first steps or group of steps you're going to take?
You know, Frank, this is exactly what you were talking about before, earmarks, and the fact that Mitch McConnell, even though he's the leader, has switched his position, gone over to DeMint's position. Apparently, all of the leadership have come out and said that they're going to stop spending. That's what they feel that their agenda item is here. So, I mean, that really means that the Tea Party has had an impact, really, hasn't it?
Exactly. As I say, it's a very, very good start. But, Chris, we have such a hole that we have to dig ourselves out of. $1 trillion deficits as far as the eye can see, double-digit increases in domestic discretionary spending across the board the last 2 years. I think these members realize how difficult the situation is, and I hope they're going to be uncompromising when it comes to really getting serious about reining in federal spending.
Although when you saw some of the reaction to the Deficit Reduction Commission, people were howling.
Well, that's because those show you the type of large-scale changes that would need to happen in order to reduce our deficit in a timely manner. I mean, the truth of the matter is this is a good start, but earmarks represent 1% of our discretionary spending. So, like you said, it's a start, but it certainly is not going to get us out of the hole we're in. I do think something that's interesting here is the fact that a lot of these same Republicans are willing to extend the Bush tax cuts on the wealthiest 1% of Americans, which we know is going to double the deficit in the course of 10 years. So they're definitely weighing different pieces against each other, and they have to look at that as an additional burden.
I think the deficit problem is so serious and the spending problem is so serious, we can't get to a balanced budget just by cutting spending. We have to grow the economy. And you don't grow the economy by raising taxes on small business in the middle of a recession like we are now.
That's going to be the ongoing debate over the next couple of days. We'll see what happens. But Frank and Alicia